it make the people them who hear Rasta talk about Ethiopia, like say, where we get them foolishness from about Ethiopia in the Bible. Which part of the Bible uses the word Ethiopia? Hey, you have some idiot, hey, it can't hurt you know Rasta. It burn when me hear people about talk, you know.
Said love viewers and subscribers wagwan, open all doing good, open all doing great. So my people, we there again on the Soul Chat TV, you know, in living colors, and come across this video here where Mutabaruka is discussing a lot about the Bible and how Jamaican people are confused when it come down to this thing. You know, the title of this one is very important because trust me, it's a thing where Agwan, Wally, man, we have certain belief system in a way as African people, you know. We tend to, you know, believe anything what others say without go search for the true information or dig for our own information or do investigation, and that's a serious problem. So the title of this one we'll go check out is most Jamaicans don't read the Bible for themselves. Yeah, man, it's a crazy one. And, you know, I think a lot of us as Jamaican fall victim for this one, may I tell you. Yeah, man, so let's watch this. Check out what Mutabaruka have to say. Share your thoughts down in the comment section as usual. So ones and ones, before we get into it, you know it's a Black Power. Drop a like, subscribe, share to a friend or a family so they can be a part of the move. Now let's take a walk. Check out what Mutabaruka have to say. Share your thoughts down in the comment section. Let's go.
If you ask a normal Jamaican, where you get that quote from, I'm going to tell you in the Bible. And guess what? Not like that in the Bible. No part of the Bible tell you that God help those who help themselves. As a matter of fact, it's an American man bring up this thing named Benjamin Franklin, and him first said that thing there. And how it reached in the Bible, I don't know. But you have quotes like that, where people always are quote. And them quote it, and when you ask them where them get it from, them saying in the Bible, but them themselves never see it in the Bible yet. And you have passing in Jamaica. We tell you the same thing. And if you as a Rasta go to him and say, tell me something past, Reverend, which part of the Bible you say that? They must say, look here now, I don't talk to you kind of people, you know. Because I want to talk about Selassie or God. Damn foolishness. I ask him not about Selassie, you ask him to tell you, say, which part of the Bible him see where him say? Because as far as him concerned, you know, him thinks the Rasta have a different Bible from him. And most of them not feel so we read the Bible. But we did learn to read the Bible for a long time. But here we are saying now. The first book in the Bible mention Africa. Mention countries in Africa, country in Asia. There's no mention of Europe. No mention of Europe. Until you reach way up in the New Testament. Way up in the New Testament. There's no mention of Africa. And when you go right through, even the father of the two, well, I'm going to say the three major religion them, Abraham, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, Muslims them. Those three religions have them genesis in a man named Abraham. Abraham is the father of Judaism. Abraham is the father of Islam. And Abraham is the father of Christianity because Christianity evolved out of Judaism. And Abraham come from Iraq. Abraham is an Iraqi. Abraham come from Iraq, from a place named Ur. Him not have nothing to do with Europe according to how them say the story, because you know the man them who are write the story, whether it's true or not, them are write the story from a place geographically located in Africa. So when them create the mythology, it them created centered around for them own environment. Now, when the pastor preach, and you start to mention all Ethiopia to him, it make the people them who hear Rasta talk about Ethiopia, like say, oh, where we get them foolishness from about Ethiopia in the Bible? Which part of the Bible uses the word Ethiopia? Hey, you have some idiot, hey, it can't hurt me, Rasta. It burn when me hear people about talking about. Which part of the Bible uses Ethiopia? The first country we mention in the Bible that is recognized to most people is Ethiopia, the first country. The first country we mention in the Bible that is recognizable to most Jamaicans is Ethiopia. But when you go on the street and you tell a man about Ethiopia, him say, look you know, muta, but I'm bringing no Rasta talk to me, you know. But then the Rasta thinking, you know. Which Ethiopia? I want to make up this thing about Ethiopia. Ethiopia, they don't know Bible. And them other man 23, you know, almost like they want to lick it down because you say Ethiopia. It's like a curse, you know. It's like, oh dear, you forgot to say Ethiopia in the Bible. It's like if you have a, if you... No, boy, I tell you, this thing is deep, you know. It's deep, sir. It's really deep. Because here is it that some people are write a book, and they write the book centered around places existing or not existing. It's like when you have Batman in a Gotham City. You know, I mean, you have Gotham City, but you don't have no Batman. It's a serious thing. You know, you have a place named Gotham City, but you don't have no Batman. You know, you have people live, people create people. Sometimes they create the place, you know. But the only part of them place where them saying in the Bible, it really geographically can be located. But the people them know is another story. Now when we talk about geographical location and you mention certain things as a Rasta to a normal Jamaican who feels them as a Christian. Because most people feel them a Christian, you know. Them not really Christian, them just feel so because them grow up in a society where I just Jesus them know about. And them not have no time to go figure out nothing else. Them just say Jesus, 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 Jesus. And you as a Rasta know when you come to them and I say, but behold, Philistine Tyre with Ethiopia. Them say, look here, where you get that from? And you say, oh, you mean it's Psalm 87? Them say, Moses, not like that in the Bible, man, but behold, Philistine Tyre with Ethiopia. No Ethiopia in the Bible. And you get crazy now because you say, brethren, you have a Bible, you say, yeah, them in a Bible, I'm reading my Bible all the while, I'm never seen no Ethiopia in the Bible. It's like you just feel for those. It's like you feel for those run. I feel people take up a big stone and lick them at them head, make them get some sense. Because I say, brethren, you don't read the book. You have the book in your yard. You don't read the book. Me read the book and me see Ethiopia in the Bible more than most country. As a matter of fact, Ethiopia must mention more than most country in the Bible. And you are going to tell me now, because me and Rasta, me put Ethiopia in the Bible. I mean, no, the Bible, in Amos, it says, an Ethiopian cannot change him skin nor leopard him spot. In Psalm, it says, behold, Philistine Tyre with Ethiopia. In Genesis, it says, Genesis 3, it says, and 4 rivers run it out of the, and encompass the Garden of Eden. And one of the rivers was Gishon, which encompassed the whole land of Ethiopia. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And somebody will stand up in front of you after you know all these things. And you see that the Bible over and over and over. And him have a Bible in yard. And him going to show you say, Mutabaruka. Me don't want you coming no damn foolishness to me, no kind of fool thing about Ethiopia. And Ethiopia in the Bible. I want to Rasta start about that. Wow, deep, man. So, you have people in Jamaica who the history of Africa where them get coming from the colonial masters cannot allow them to think about Africa in the positive. Them cannot allow themselves to recognize that Africa is the original place of you. As a matter of fact, just last week on the program, Thursday program, I think Wednesday program too, we mentioned that them find a fossil, a jawbone of a human being. The oldest fossil, it older than Jenkenesh, which was the oldest fossil them find of a human being, which is a female fossil them find, which them date 3.5 million years. And guess which part them find that? In Ethiopia. And then last week or week before or whatsoever, them find a next fossil now that date beyond Jenkenesh what them did find originally. And guess which part them find that again? In Ethiopia. So that's an ordinary thing when you say Rasta go straight to the root and the stump rather than take the branch. He might go look for theme God in Ethiopia, theme origin in Ethiopia. And guess what? The ideas that the Greeks have about the Ethiopia, the land of our fathers, the land where the gods love to be. The gods that these people create, the Greeks and them thing there, reside in the mountains of Ethiopia. The gods where the Greeks them create reside in the mountains of Ethiopia. And then when the Greeks them go to Africa, south of the Sahara, and see these skin of these people, they must force to say, it's the sun burn them. Thus the word Ethiopia. Ethiopia mean land of the burned faces. Ethiopia is a Greek word, mean land of the burned faces. And there's an older name, Kush. Kush, fire people. Land of the fire people, Kush. And then you have Egypt. Egypt in Africa. We never know that when we did little. When we did little, we never even think about Egypt in Africa. I think say Egypt in the sky or somewhere. Come and learn geography, then we're there. We learn geography about South America, Central America, and the Americas, and them things there. But in terms of Africa, I start to call the countries in Africa, Libya, Liberia, Tanzania, Botswana. Me never know nothing about them things there. Me never know nothing about them things when I got school. Yet till it did there before we got school. So we never know them things there. But we could have tell you about the state them in America. We could have tell you about England, London, Bristol. We could have tell you about Scotland and Wales and the British Isles. All these things we could tell you. But we never know. We hear about all Richard Burton, and we hear about where the one who go to Tanzania named Livingstone. Livingstone, the white people them who go pilgrimage in Africa, Richard Burton them, all these people, we come across them by the way. But how we come to them is through Tarzan. And how we start to know about Africa is through Tarzan. As a youth, the only thing me didn't know about Africa is Tarzan. Johnny Wismola was the one who always act the Tarzan movie. And guess what? Johnny Wismola never got Africa yet. Every Tarzan movie where him act in Hollywood, them set up the place to look like a jungle. Me go there already and see it. Me carry me little daughter there and them show you. This is where all of the Tarzan movie them with Johnny Wismola star was created. And them show you the jungle them. Just like how Disneyland set up them place now where you can go in a different cities by just walking from one city to the next. The man them set up the place look like jungle. And Johnny Wismola swing from which like him. All them madness there. And at that hour, recollection of Africa. People are walk up and down naked and I jump on tree and I go like them idiot and all them something there. We never did know that there was a next side of Africa. that was giving the world civilization, the first university, the pyramids, Egyptian gods and pharaohs and, yes, Egyptian, Ethiopian, Nubian culture, clothes, refined, I mean, really. And then you have a little idiot pastor now, I come tell a congregation, why me can't book up them passing there? I don't like book up all the passing that so long with them, you know. Believe you.
Well, ones and ones, we have made it to the end. Quite a journey, quite a journey. This one wasn't too long, but it was so inspiring and powerful. I'm telling you, my people, we as African people, whenever we wake up, start doing things, doing the most, doing as much investigation as possible, as long as somebody put a task in front of us. We don't just take it and just work with it and run with it. That is just going to make the situation even worse. So the best thing for we do is investigate, do own research, come up to our own understanding. Even if the great man Mutabaruka says something, you still for do your own investigation, because we are human beings at the end of the day, and would rather fi do my investigation and catch up on it and say, oh, say Mutabaruka did right. Because when me look into it, I see him way play out, Yeah man, I see him way set. So, this is the way how the mind supposed to be working. Not anything you hear, you just work with it, It can't work like that. That gonna be a confusion in the mind, and that gonna lead to a certain thing, So ones and ones, we not go hold on for too long. It's a Black Power movement. Drop a like, subscribe, share to a friend or a family so they can be a part of the move. Now, catch you in the next one.